What happens if someone leaves work for no apparent reason and doesn't return or continuously fails to report for duty and makes no attempt to let the organization know what is going on? This could be evidence that the employee has gone AWOL, or in legal terms has absconded. In the workplace, we count on each other, we rely on our colleagues to show up and do their part. But sometimes an employee might suddenly and for no apparent reason disappear from work. They don't call, they don't explain. This is called desertion or abscondment. This is different from simply missing a day or two. It's a prolonged, unexplained absence. Imagine a baker who never shows up to bake the bread, or a bus driver who leaves the bus empty at the refueling station with the passengers, school children, waiting for him to return, but he doesn't. This kind of absence or desertion hurts everyone. Employers have every right to address abscondment. After all, work needs to get done and everyone depends on others showing up. But it's important for a business to approach the situation calmly and fairly. Remember, there might be a reason for the employee's absence that we don't yet understand. When an employee vanishes from the workplace, the first reaction might be panic, but it's crucial to act methodically. The first step is investigation. Try to reach the employee through phone calls, emails, or even home visits if appropriate. Let's say Sarah, a florist, suddenly abandons her work at the flower shop. Her colleagues haven't heard from her. The shop owner should try calling Sarah. Maybe she had an accident or a family emergency. If attempts to contact Sarah fail, the shop owner needs to take further steps. It's within the employer's rights to stop Sarah's pay for work not done if abscondment has taken place. An employer generally is only required to pay someone who has tendered performance of their agreed employment service. This isn't a punishment, but a practical measure. The shop owner still needs to pay other employees and cover business expenses. Even though Sarah vanished, the shop owner shouldn't give up on communication. The next step is to send written notices. These should be sent to Sarah's last known address or electronically by email or SMS to ensure she is aware of the organization's concern about her whereabouts. The notices should clearly state that her absence is a problem. The notices should also inform Sarah that if she doesn't respond, her employment will be terminated. Imagine receiving such a letter. It would be a clear sign that your absence has serious consequences. However, it's crucial to maintain a neutral and respectful tone in all communication. Avoid accusatory language. Remember, there might be a hidden or unforeseeable reason for Sarah's disappearance. When tackling desertion or abscondment, there should be procedural fairness. Let's say, despite the shop owner's efforts, Sarah remains unreachable. Days have passed and the shop owner needs to reallocate job functions or make arrangements to fill Sarah's position. It's now time to finalize matters one way or another through a disciplinary hearing. This is a formal meeting on notice where the employer can address the situation. Even though Sarah is absent, the shop owner should still send her a notice about the hearing. This notice should include the date, time, and purpose of the hearing. This demonstrates respect for Sarah's rights, even in her absence. It's important to remember that fairness is crucial throughout this process. The employer should gather all relevant information, documenting attempts to contact Sarah and the impact of her absence. So, can the employer terminate a staff member for abscondment after a disciplinary hearing? If Sarah still doesn't appear for the disciplinary hearing, the shop owner can make a decision about her employment. This might mean terminating her employment contract. However, even at this stage, it's vital to act fairly. The shop owner should consider all the facts before making a decision. Were there any signs of trouble before Sarah's disappearance? Did she have a history of similar unreliable conduct? These factors can help ensure a fair outcome both in finding and sanction. Finally, if dismissal takes place, the shop owner must ensure that any outstanding payments owed to Sarah are settled. This might include her last salary, unused leave, or any other benefits she's contractually or legally entitled to. Handling this aspect with integrity is crucial, even if the employment relationship has ended. Hopefully, this information has been helpful in addressing any issue of abscondment in the workplace. For further informative videos, hit the subscribe and like buttons below. Remember though, if you anticipate there may be complications with handling an abscondment matter, it may be in your interest to reach out to a lawyer for assistance. We wish you all the best with navigating any abscondment matter successfully and with ease.